When did you start smoking dope? When did you start smoking marijuana?
When?
Yeah. Dude, get your hair out of your face. Yeah. I'm better. I can see you now. I can pretty much paint the picture of your life for the next 5 years. Okay? You are like the poster child for Mr. Laid Back. Wow, you got me with your logic on that one.
Today, we're looking at a tense exchange between Judge Oakley and a young man who walks into courtroom acting like he's starring in his own movie. He carries himself as if basic rules don't apply to him, drifting through the process with complete confusion about how serious his situation actually is. Judge Oakley, however, isn't interested in theatrics. He's focused on bringing this kid back to reality. What you're about to see is a judge trying to reach someone who clearly thinks consequences are optional. As we get into it, think about whether this young man will finally pay attention or whether he'll leave the courtroom unchanged, convinced the world still bends around him. Let's break down what happens and see where this goes.
Come on up, Mr. Vick. Mr. Vick, are you going forward today without benefit of a court-appointed attorney?
No.
Where's your attorney then? Who's your attorney?
I don't have one.
Then you're doing it without one, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it without one, or you want to talk to one of ours?
I'll do it without one.
Okay. Dude, get your hair out of your face. Yeah. I'm better. I can see you now. All right. All right. I've got a ticket here, and the prosecutor says you're going to plead responsible to double parking, and we're going to dismiss a misdemeanor charge of reckless. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's the way you want to resolve this today?
Yes.
Okay. How old are you?
17.
All right. I understand you're almost done with school.
Yes, sir.
Then what's your plan?
I've been trying to get a job ever since I was 7. And then
Stop right there. Stop right there. Where have you been trying to get a job?
I'm trying to get a job at the service yard at Holiday Inn at the apartments.
Okay. Why do I have a ROA for a double parking? And we've already got a ROA for it? Oh.
So everything.
It's confusing. No, it's not the way I'm used to saying it. I thought we had 2 tickets going. Okay. All right. Where else have you looked?
I looked at the baby shop in Logo,
Okay.
and I also looked at Walmart and Buffalo Wild Wings.
And nobody's hiring you?
Well, Walmart, I don't know, but I can't get a response from Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm trying to go to the holidays.
Okay. Okay. All right. You got a driver's license?
No, sir.
Yeah, transportation is going to be an issue then. All right. So what's your long-term plan? Done with high school, then what?
I'm trying to be an engineer.
So you're going to school somewhere.
Hopefully, that's.
Where and when?
Well, I graduated this year, and maybe I hope to go to college. Maybe by the time I'm 19.
Okay. What are you waiting for?
Nothing really.
Then why aren't you going to college now? As soon as you graduate?
I'm trying to finish school right now.
No, as soon as you graduate.
As soon as I graduate.
Yeah. Why aren't you planning on being in school somewhere in the fall?
I mean, I really didn't need all that, but
When do you start smoking?
You don't need to be an expert to notice that this young man looks checked out from the moment he sits down. His eyes barely stay open, his movements are slow, and he carries that distant expression people get when they're mentally somewhere else entirely. Everything about his demeanor suggests he's far more relaxed than anyone should be while standing before a judge. And while there's nothing wrong with being calm, looking half asleep during a legal proceeding sends a message that you're not taking your own future seriously. It's difficult not to wonder whether he's fully present in this moment, or if he simply doesn't grasp the weight of the situation. What do you think? Does he understand what's happening, or is he completely disconnected from reality right now?
When did you start smoking marijuana?
when?
Yeah.
2 years ago,
Okay. How often you hit it?
that often,
What's that mean?
like barely.
What's that mean? Give me a frequency, brother. Once a month, once a week.
Speak.
Okay. All right. So on this file, you're not working now, so I'm not going to give you money. I'm not going to charge you fines and costs. I'm going to charge you community service hours. But I also have to give you a little lecture. Dude, I've been doing this a long time. All right? I can pretty much paint the picture of your life for the next 5 years if you don't do something drastic. Okay? You are like the poster child for Mr. Laid Back. All right? If you're talking about going to school when you're 19, I can guarantee when you're 21, you'll still be talking about going back to school. Guaranteed. I mean, I would bet $100 of mine against one of yours that by then you could come back and we'd still have this conversation about your planning on it. Okay? If you were my nephew, I would put you in a car. I would drive you over to Canton on Ford Road. I would walk you into the recruiting office where you can talk to the Army, the Navy, the Coast Guard, Air Force. They're all in one building. And I would have you go door to door to door and find out what they could offer you if you sign up. Because that's what you need to do. You need to completely shake up your life to make something happen. Have you ever considered it? And I know you don't want to cut your hair, but it'll grow back. Have you ever considered it? Why not? Why? Because that's a valid reason. Wow, you got me with your logic on that one. Listen to me. How are you going to pay for engineering school?
Okay, well, if I get a job, I can pay for it.
No, you can't. You can't pay for an engineering degree working at Walmart. You can't. If you join the military, they'll send you to college. You know, every one of the branches of our armed forces have engineers. There are Army engineers, there are Navy engineers. That's a plan, dude. You don't have a plan.
Okay, well, the officer that got me fired, well, I did have a plan, but the officer that got me fired, he should be able to get something.
Officer got you fired.
Yeah.
Okay, where were you working?
The USC fellow.
Okay, and how did you mean a cop?
Yeah.
How did the cop get you fired?
He was a member at the USC, and when it happened, I guess he thought he had a reason.
You mean when this happened? Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll give you that. Okay. How's that change what we're talking? We're not talking about this case now. We're talking about your life. How's the cop getting you fired determine whether or not you can afford to go to engineering school?
Because I wouldn't have a job to pay for.
The BYC isn't going to pay for 4 years of college, dude. What were you making? $15 an hour?
I mean, I was making about $14,000 a year, so I mean,
that ain't even going to cover tuition.
Then he mentions he earns about $14,000 a year and claims he would have gone to college if he hadn't lost his job. The story doesn't quite line up, and even Judge Oakley seems aware that something deeper is going on here. It's not unusual for young people to feel stuck, but this young man speaks like someone who's never had guidance from someone who could steer him in the right direction. Judge Oakley, despite his firm tone, is genuinely trying to reach him. You can hear it in every word. He's pushing this kid to recognize the path he's on before it gets worse. Still, it's hard to say whether the message is sinking in. The young man seems set in his habits, uninterested in structure, and uneasy with authority figures of any kind. Even if he did enroll in school, you get the sense he'd abandon it quickly because he hasn't developed the discipline or direction he needs to move forward. You can't teach motivation, and right now, he doesn't seem ready to build any.
Well, I'm also adopted, so, you know, the same way I pay for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you again. 30 hours community service. Have it done by February 1st. Goodbye.
If we're being honest, the chances of him walking out of court and changing his lifestyle overnight are slim. He's likely to go right back to the same choices that brought him here in the first place. That's the worrying part. Not because he's a bad kid, but because he's clearly drifted without purpose or support. A lot of young men today fall into that same pattern. No guidance, no structure, no one pushing them toward responsibility or self-respect. When that foundation is missing, the courtroom becomes just another room they pass through instead of a wake-up call. Judge Oakley knows this, which is why he predicts they'll cross paths again. You can see in the judge's tone he's concerned, not frustrated. But change has to come from the young man himself. What do you think? Should we feel sympathy for him? Or is he choosing the difficult road despite every warning? Share your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to stick around for more daily courtroom and legal coverage. Thanks for watching and take care.